Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Captain MK Gamer and back with another video. Today, we're talking about the latest and trending game, Fall Guys, and we are looking the 5 tips and tricks to win Fall Guys. So, this is the 5 proven tips and tricks to win Fall Guys. But before starting this video, hit that like button and subscribe my channel for more amazing gaming and other gaming cool videos. So let's get started these 5 tips and tricks in Fall Guys. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is a fun party game with a serious battle royale vibes. Each round of Fall Guys begins with a 60-player rushing through an obstacle course in chaotic mob of jumping, diving, whopping and ragdolling bodies. Only the first 30 so across the finish line qualify for the next round, which is randomly chosen from about 2 dozen different levels ranging from races, survivals or team rounds. Each level eliminates more players until the final round, where anywhere from handful to more than a dozen compete to be the solo winner. Fall Guys has now 25 different level or minigame, and each one is a colorful legume filled bundle of hilarity. There is enough variety for each gameplay to keep even the most seasoned gamers on their toes and tumbling about. But amongst all the choice, will not it be more fun if you actually win? In this video, I will teach you some proven tips and tricks on how to improve your chances to winning regardless of the round. The first tips is dive, dive and dive. When doubt, dive. Seriously, we are not joking. Diving might look like relatively simple thing to do in a Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, as you will only have to press either the square button on the PlayStation 4 or control key on the PC, but this simple action can help you to do more than just jump further or dive off a ledge. For example, did you know that there is a more effectively way of diving? You will see instead of just pressing the button or key, it's far more effective to jump first and then leap, so you can launch yourself further, which is extremely useful in rounds like Hoppies Daisy. You will be able to land in a more stable position, which help a lot in seesaws where you are pretty much playing as a drunk desperately trying to balance himself. Mind you that not all. The proper diving technique can also help you in a fall balls, hard Doris and egg scramble among other. It can even help you jump over a cluster of players and get across the finish line first and in style. Of course, there are cases where and when diving is not optimal as well as jumping, but you will eventually learn when to dive and when not to do it. And generally, it pays to remember what we said earlier: when doubt, just dive. Tip number 2 is learn when to lead, follow or stay behind. There is just much happening at any given time in a Fall Guys that it just does not make sense to fix it on a landing, following or stay behind. But the thing is, you should be open to doing any of these things at any given time in rounds like perfect match. For example, following where other players go is a good idea, since self-preservation almost always kick in, and people who can remain calm regardless of the situation will always find a way to survive. Your best beat is to follow those people. However, if you can be the one to keep a clear head and think quick on your feet, then that's even better. The same goes for games like Block Party, where it helps to be on the fort lines so you can see where you should go. On the other hand, in a game like Hexagon, you will want to do on the exact opposite of what other players are doing. On that same note, in Seesaw, your best beat is to remain at the front if you can, while in a tiptoe or door dash, being in the back or middle is ideal. Finally, if it's a team game like Hard Race or Fall Ball, the best way to win is put your different aside for amount and work together. You will every chance to pretty each other soon enough anywhere. Tip number 3, you don't always have to win. In pretty much every round outside of the final one, your goal is not to win, it's to survive. What matter in Fall Guys is to qualify and move on the next game. Of course, this is not always true, like for example Slim Climb forces you to race against an ever rising slims. But in generally, a good rule of thumb in a Fall Guys is to exercise patience and prioritize survival at all cost. Based being first is not always a good, as it puts you at risk of being trampled, but at the same time, don't be too passionate because you might get left behind. Tip number 4, get to know the game. Just like every other full-fledged title, each round in a Fall Guys has its own set of shortcuts that you can use to your advantage to get a little edge over your competition. Just keep in mind the most of these exploits are rather subtle. They don't really show up unless you look closely. For this very reason, we recommend that you pay attention to each game, watch what other successful people are doing, and find your own ways of avoiding many of these games' obstacles so you can win more often. Your observation skills are much needed in this area. Just don't forget that people will always use the easier and more known shortcuts. What you think might be long way around the game might actually end up being a safer and better way, since very few other people will be out there with you. Tip number last and 5, be the king of Fall Mountain. Normally it would be useless to prepare for a single round, expect well for Fall Mountain. This iconic end-game stage is the only mini-game in a Fall Guys that only appears as a finale, so it's only makes sense that you try to be the best that you can be at this game. But how do you do that for a seemingly random game? Well, for a starter, it's not exactly as random as it looks. Speedrunner and streamer Robert Body Wisby Wilson uses what's now been dubbed as the Bobby path to win almost every time using the same route. This is done simply by hugging in the middle right side and slowly angling himself to the left as he goes up, so he can easily scat past specific area in the level where a lot of builders usually fail. Lastly, just in case you forget, please actually grab the crown. So many people have failed to win Fall Guys just because they forget to grab the crown and jumping into it. Don't be one of them. So the final throw on a Fall Guys, the top player in a Fall Guys are the ones who spend the most time trying to take apart the game piece by piece, throwing pretty much everything at the probable wall just to see what tactics will stick. Even now, more and more players are discovering new way to win at Fall Guys. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section. You could be one of these players who finds a radical different way to win practically around. With that said, these proven tips and tricks to win Fall Guys should help you to take home the crown. If you have any tips and tricks, let me know in the comment section, and also like the video and subscribe my channel for more amazing gaming video content. I will see you in my next video, guys. Peace out and happy gaming. Bye.